My name is Samuel, and I am 78 years old. I spent most of my life as a successful lawyer and an ideal husband. Today, I sit in a peaceful home, yet my heart is crushed under a burden I carried on my back for 40 years. I always told my wife, Margaret, that our marriage was built on truth, but that itself was a lie. I believed I was protecting her, shielding her from the harshness of the world. But after her death, an old, yellowed letter shattered my soul. It proved to me how small I truly was, and how blind my pride had been. This story goes back 40 years. Margaret wanted to become an exceptional photojournalist. She received a life-changing opportunity from a major international organization to cover war zones. She was filled with passion and excitement, but I was terrified. I feared that if she succeeded, she would surpass me, or worse, that I might lose her. So I devised a despicable plan. I forged a letter from the organization stating that her application had been rejected and that she had been declared unfit. When I handed her that letter, she broke down. The light in her eyes vanished in that very moment, a light I never saw again. I embraced her and, with false sympathy, said, "It's okay, Margaret. You take care of the home. I'm here for you." She never spoke of it again. She became an excellent mother and a devoted wife, but her dream was buried forever in a locked room of her heart. I comforted myself by believing I had saved her from danger, but the truth was far uglier. I had only protected my own ego. Last month, Margaret passed away. While sorting through her belongings, I found a letter hidden in a secret compartment of her wardrobe. My hands trembled as I opened it. It was written in Margaret's familiar, beautiful handwriting, the kind that always brought me peace. The letter read, "Samuel, I know you are reading this letter at a time when I am no longer here. I want you to know that I was aware of your lie from the very first day. I knew you had written that letter yourself. I went to the organization's office, and they told me they had never received any response from me. That day, I cried endlessly, Samuel. But when I returned home and saw your face, I realized how afraid you were of me, and how deeply you loved me. I chose silence. I sacrificed my career because my love was greater than your ego. I never let you know that I knew the truth, so that your dignity would not fall in your own eyes. I hope that during these 40 years, you found the happiness for which I buried my dream. Today, as I sit here, I realize I never protected her. I imprisoned her. She spent 40 years with a man who deceived her, and she endured it all for the sake of love. I am 78 years old now, and there is no one left to listen to my stories of success. My lesson is this: never clip the wings of those you love just because you are afraid to fly yourself. Ego eats relationships like cancer. Love is the name of truth, not control. Margaret won, and despite all my achievements, I lost. Time is precious. Do not waste it on lies. Because when the truth finally comes out, the one you owe an apology to may no longer be there.